What if you had to choose between becoming deaf or becoming blind? What would you choose? May I see the hands of the ones who think, I choose to become deaf? So you won't be able to hear your child's first words, not to participate in conversations, not to enjoy music, and not even to take in the silence of nature. Or do you say, no, that's too big a loss for me, I cannot miss that. In that case, I choose not to see anything anymore. You will miss your child's first steps, won't see any reaction on people's faces, will never drive a car or ride a bike. What a devilish dilemma, isn't it? But what if you cannot choose? What if you don't have a choice? What if you're going deaf and blind? At the age of 16, I was already confronted with that fact. Joyce, you have Usher syndrome, which means that around the age of 40, you will be almost deaf and blind. Huh? That morning, my biggest question in life had been whether I was going to spend my clothing money on. And those tight jeans or that fancy dress. As a teenager, I was confronted far too early with an insight far too big. The insight that a normal existence of studying, working, finding the love of your life, and witnessing your children grow up is pure luxury. And the year after I got my diagnosis, a doctor told me, you will be of no value to society. You agree with me that that this man turned my whole future perspective upside down, and that he made me think of what value actually means. Not only just then, but until this very day. Because what exactly is value? How do you add to it? What makes you valuable? Fitting in the right box? Or being your unique self? What has more value? Possessions or experiences? And what would make you worthless? And who decides about that? You? Me? Society? I think it's time to reevaluate value. Because what I didn't dare to say out loud for a very long time is that for many years, I found some sort of support in the thought that if that moment of complete darkness and utter silence would come, I would just be a burden, and to carry on living would be useless. Fortunately, I don't think like that anymore. I now realize that living with Usher syndrome is a process of continuously dealing with changes, just like you and everybody else has to when confronted with change in your life. And we don't get to choose when, in what shape or what form changes come, but we do have a choice how we handle with them. Are you a victim? Or are you a victor? My personal mantra is that you cannot fall victim to change, only to your own attitude. So what attitude do you take when confronted with change? And is it a useful one? We all have to be flexible, we all have to be agile, but how do you become agile? I don't believe in a magic formula, a step-by-step plan that you can follow and tick off and say, well, now I'm agile for the rest of my life. Agility is a process of continuously investing in yourself and in your own development. It's not a universally applicable trick, it is a verb. And what I am going to do today is to share 2 insights with you that, in my experience, really form the foundation to develop an agile mindset. And that can help you to exploit the opportunities of growth that come with change. And one of the most important insights I gained very early in life is that I am not the changes in my life. I am not my disease. Because I am not my sight. I am not my hearing. In my core, I will always stay who I am. I am Joyce, wife of Martijn, mother of Lois and Lieke. I am Joyce, part of a beautiful family. I am Joyce, friend, Epicurean. I'm enjoying life. And I am Joyce, dreamer. A dreamer of all the things I want to experience and achieve in life. And as much as you may feel that change is diminishing or limiting you, keep dreaming. And no worries, I'm not going to get all new age here on you. But let's keep it concrete. Set goals and chase them. But please, let's not fall into the trap of becoming all the time. But we also don't need to climb a mountain, sit at the top and feeling zen permanently. There are things we need to do, right? In that respect, my illness is the best mindfulness training there is. I always have to be very aware of what is happening here and now and everywhere around me. Otherwise, I literally have no idea of what is going on. Or I even might end up in life-threatening situations. I may fall from stage, bang against a cupboard, or run over my own children. So I can't be in a hurry. But I am in a hurry constantly. I want to run. I always wanted to give a TED Talk. So today, one of my dreams came true. And now I am dreaming of the one and only TED in America. I love visiting concerts. And do you know what I would like to do during that concert? Sometimes you see an artist flying high in the sky over the audience. I want to do that too. So, if you have any contacts with Pink or Rob Williams or Adele, tickets for a concert of Adele would be amazing too. Please give me a call, okay? I want to travel. I want to learn from other cultures. But I also want to make so many beautiful memories with my family while it's still possible. I feel like I have to cram my whole life into the half of it. So of course I'm in a hurry. I'm in life haste. I can't say, hey, as a retiree, I'm going to climb to Machu Picchu at Malaysia and enjoy the view. I can't put off until later when I grow up. But when will I finally consider myself all grown up? And when will we all consider ourselves grown-ups? So what about you? Do you have exciting challenges, ambitions, dreams? I've learned that life haste is something else than living in a hurry. It's about making choices. Are you just busy with everything you must do? Or what value do you want to add? And what are you going to do today to make that happen? Because there's nothing wrong with a little positive haste in life. It keeps you moving. It makes every moment count. So please, take a look at your life. Take a look at your dreams through the lens of urgency. Because before you know it, life will pass you by and the changes will lead you instead of the other way around. So let's repeat my mantra, and that's what mantras are for. You cannot fall victim to change, only to your attitude. And then finally, you will experience that many changes and many setbacks often turn out to be the catalyst and the breeding ground for many opportunities and successes in the future. Because I know one thing. I don't need to be able to see to have a vision. And I don't need to be able to hear to be heard. So no matter how bad my sight and my hearing will be, I can always consume information, have an opinion about it, and share these stories, one way or the other. And now, I am a public speaker. I visit the coolest locations. I meet the most extraordinary people. I'm working on my 3rd book. And I get to inspire people by sharing my story. I can do something good with the fact that I have to deal with Usher syndrome. For so many years, I thought that I was forced to give up my dream job due to my illness, but I've essentially found my dream job only just now. And because of that, I have not only accepted the changes I have to deal with, I was even able to go a step further. I've been able to embrace them. Because thanks to these changes, I can now also add value for others. And there you have that loaded word again. Value. What makes you valuable? How do you add to it? And when does a situation seem worthless? And is it? Or do you just have to move the lens you're looking to or replace it? I've learned that value depends a lot on the lens you're using. And by that, I don't just mean a lens that no longer functions due to an eye disease like Usher, but it's about looking through the lens of ownership. Choose how you handle when the change comes to you. And it's about looking to your dreams through the lens of their urgency. Because life haste, remember? And so there are many, many more lenses to which I would like to encourage you to view the world, to see it. It may be dark and quiet for me in the end. But I hope that the world continues to challenge me to look to those other friendly lenses that give me a new view of reality every time. The lenses of choice and life haste. Because this allows me to accept and embrace every change, just like you. Thank you.